This weekend, we've prepared another collection of our 30 favorite fan submissions. To improve your submission's chances of being accepted, make sure your video is high resolution, isn't laggy, and the access settings are set to anyone with the link if you upload to Google Drive. We get over 50 submissions per day and only show you 30 per week, so only the very best submissions will be accepted. Mr. Casual was driving his Civetta Scintilla when he lost control and crashed. He lost control while traveling at around 170 miles per hour, so his car kept sliding until he hit a pole and it split it in half. Saul was about to pick up his friend when a driver going the wrong way crashed into him at high speed. Both cars were totaled and Saul's friend had to take the bus instead. Hopefully he got home safely. This submitter lost control of his semi-truck on a curve. When he hit a guardrail, it launched him back onto the highway, blocking traffic. Christian was driving his semi-truck down a highway. He started overtaking two vehicles when one of them suddenly merged into his lane. His quick reflexes saved the other car from damage, but his own truck wasn't so lucky. Heavy fog had caused a crash involving several vehicles. Suddenly, a speeding driver crashed into a Tesla shortly before a semi-truck crashed into several other vehicles stuck in the fog. Over 6 vehicles were involved in the pileup, with all of them likely being totaled, including the Tesla. Blake Ramirez's car was parked on the street when he heard a loud metal crashing sound. He looked out the window and saw a train stopped right behind the railroad crossing. When he played back his footage, he noticed a sports car driver hadn't noticed the train coming and, well, you can see for yourself what happened. This submitter was driving his Supercar in Italy when he took a curve a little too fast. He hit the curb, which saved him from tumbling down the cliff. Oliver lost control of his vehicle and slid into a Bruckle Legrand. Shortly after he got out of his car, it exploded. Pax sent us an epic stunt clip. He tried to drift into a parallel parking position between two other cars. Actually, I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. This submitter was racing with a friend when another car came out of nowhere. He T-boned the vehicle, totaling his own. After colliding, they also hit another car stopped in the oncoming lane. Both our submitter and the driver he hit were transported to the hospital. This submitter was driving his car one night when his tire blew out. This caused him to lose control and hit the median barrier. This submitter was driving his muscle car when he took a curve too fast and promptly hit a tree. The impact sent his car onto its roof. Unsurprisingly, it was totaled. Synth was driving fast in his Subaru WRX. Why was he going so fast, you ask? Apparently he was late for work. All of a sudden, traffic got in his way, but he managed to thread the needle. Now that's some skill. Lucas was driving his Toyota when, all of a sudden, he came over a hill and spotted a car headed right toward him. Unfortunately, a head-on collision was inevitable. Eli was driving his semi-truck in Ontario. As he approached an intersection, he noted that his light was green. Suddenly, a driver with a red light decided to go anyway. Eli slammed on his brakes, but he couldn't avoid a collision. The roads were very slippery and his truck was pretty heavy, so there really wasn't any way he could stop in time. Ollie sent us some footage of an epic police pit maneuver. The police crashed into the guardrail and sent the suspect rolling down the road. Brandon was driving his Honda. Once he got onto a main road, he was hit by a Toyota Camry. The Toyota driver proceeded to hit another car before pulling up to his house like nothing had happened. I'm guessing he was driving drunk. What do you think? This submitter was driving home when he witnessed a car accident. The roads were covered in snow when a car in front of him unexpectedly slowed down. His brakes locked up and he went into a ditch. Then he noticed a car turning left right into the path of an oncoming vehicle. Unfortunately, they collided, but our submitter was fortunate enough not to be involved. Alexander was drifting at about 55 miles per hour when he lost control and crashed into a highway barrier. Unfortunately, the chaos didn't end there. He hit 3 more vehicles before stopping. Elon noticed this strange AI in the middle of the highway. What do you think it's doing there? This submitter was driving his Tesla on a foggy night. Suddenly, he saw car lights and slammed on his brakes. Unfortunately, he lost control and bumped into one of the vehicles. Shortly after this happened, another car approached at high speed, swerved off the road, and hit a rock, catching some major air. Joshua was leaving his house when he witnessed an epic crash in an intersection. An off-roading vehicle ran a stop sign and caused a 4-vehicle accident. Unfortunately, the accident included our submitter. Mr. Beam was cruising in his sedan when he went too fast into a sharp curve and fell down a cliff. Tin was speeding through a highway tunnel when he noticed heavy traffic ahead. He thought he could squeeze between the cars, but he thought wrong. He ended up rear-ending one at full speed. His repair bill came to $15,000 US. Damien was driving his electric sport vehicle when he lost control on some ice and crashed into a tree. Luckily, he was able to get out of his car and walk away with no injuries. Matthias was driving his Tesla one night on a snowy road when he noticed a tow truck around the bend. He hit the brakes, but he couldn't stop in time and slammed into the car that was being loaded on the truck. Maxwell was leaving a gas station when he witnessed a severe T-bone accident. He called 911 and first responders arrived within 10 minutes. This submitter was speeding around traffic in Utah. He overtook a couple of vehicles successfully, but then he went too fast into a curve. He lost control and wrecked into a car. His vehicle was totaled. MG sent us this insane clip. As he was driving home, a crane next to the road collapsed. Parts of it fell down on top of traffic, but MG backed up in time to avoid getting hit. He's lucky he has good reflexes. This submitter was enjoying his new car right up until another driver failed to yield and flew into his path. Our submitter had no other choice but to T-bone the other car. If you had fun watching this episode, be sure to subscribe for more and send us your epic clips using the link in the description.